I should learn to say no. I should learn how to let you go. You should burn, I should make you hurt. 'Cause I know that you know how to make things worse. Yeah, well I know what you got and I know what I'm not, and that's whoa yeah, where the hell are you now? 'Cause I know what you got and I know what I got and I know what I'm not, and that's you.
Kevy, he's the singer. It's like at least a song a week with him, and then he'll like send demos all the time to us and be like, what do you think of this? 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 For him, it's just like, I think it's just like constantly coming out of him.
Lewis was talking about me? Great.
Hi, I'm Lewis Wu. I play guitar in Fake Shark.
Hi, I'm Alex Glassford, and I play drums in the band Fake Shark.
Hi, I'm Kevy from the band Fake Shark. I'm the singer. I also produce the music. I also write it. Bit of a jack of all trades. If trades are making music and having lime green hair.
Whoa, yeah, where the hell are you now? 'Cause I know what you got and I know what I got and I know what I'm not, and that's you.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, Canadian chart toppers Fake Shark travel down from Vancouver to the historic Central Saloon. Welcome to Band in Seattle, brought to you by the Central Saloon and Ted Brown Music.
When I hear you say my name, feels like bang, bang, bang. Feels like bang, bang, bang. When I hear you say my name, feels like bang, bang, bang. Feels like bang, bang, bang. I am a hater, I'm in love. I am all of the above. I'm such a complicated fool. I live by complicated rules. I'm a type of guy who can't do anything right. I sleep right through the day and then I'm wide awake all through the night. I got my shoes on the wrong feet. Somehow I make it work. I got a friend who's very vegan, but she sells a lot of fur. Got my shoes on the wrong feet. Nod my head to the wrong beat. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm a total disaster. I'm neither here nor there. I can wreck a friendship faster than in the North Atlantic Ocean. When it comes to socializing, I know you got the potion. When I hear you say my name, feels like bang, bang, bang. Feels like, come on. When I hear you say my name, but it feels like.
Well, the band essentially started 20 years ago in my parents' basement with me and Kevy.
Lewis and I went to high school together. We went to performing arts high school together. He's like classically trained in guitar and he's a great music theory guy and I am not. I got in for visual art, like drawing and painting. We weren't friends in high school because he was like a Weezer guy and I was into like Slipknot, so didn't mix. And then after high school, we became friends.
We actually came to a show in Seattle. We watched this band called the Blood Brothers, Seattle's own, and were very inspired. Went back to my parents' basement in the suburbs of Vancouver.
We became friends then, started a punk band that went until like 2014.
When I hear you say my name, feels like, but it feels like I got my shoes on the wrong feet. Nod my head to the wrong beat. Keep on walking down the wrong street. Keep on walking down the wrong street, but I somehow make it work.
And then that band ended, and then we started this band together with our friend Alex. Alex was like a session drummer. Alex and I hit it off. We played in a hip-hop group.
I went on tour with a hip-hop artist named Anami Vice, who was on the label 604. And he brought on Kevy as kind of like the hype guy, backup vocal guitar player for his live band. After the tours ended, Kevy was like, we talked a lot through the tours, and he was like, hey, I'd like you to do some session drumming, because he was producing a lot of the new talent coming in with the artists on the label. I got so much work doing session work for him. He was transitioning Fake Shark, Real Zombie into Fake Shark when it was being rebranded in a new kind of musical direction. And I said, hey, look, you've given me so much work. I'd love to pay it back. It was a long play on my part to be able to, you know, like, hopefully I can get this band, because it was a band I would go to, and I want to be in this band someday.
Alex, the guy that we chased after, turns out he liked us too.
Break my eyes, show me how to fully lose my mind. Take my time, then you put it in your pocket. I'm pretty sure that you know what you do to me, what you do to me, and you know what you do to me. How bad chemistry is. Showed my ghost. Come and see the spirit you've invoked. Take my pulse, then you put it in your pocket. I'm pretty sure that you know what you do to me, what you do to me.
Kevin and I, we would like originally get inspired to write like really crazy punk music. We'd just put on a horror movie with the sound off. And we got into a phase of watching a lot of zombie movies. And we watched this one Italian movie called Zombie 2, where the director or someone had access to a shark. They had stuntman jump into the pool dressed as a zombie, and the shark bit prosthetic arm off. We were telling someone about how we just watched this film, and they said, was it real? Kevy said, yeah, fake shark, real zombie. And then they're like, that's good. So there's kind of like a whole real zombie era that's like almost 10 years long, and then there's a fake shark era, which is another 10 years long. So we have quite the back catalog.
Bad chemistry. Bad chemistry. You push me a day till I'm drifting away from my mind. Your chemicals, baby, that make me crazy.
When we return, find out more about Fake Shark.
These friends of mine are occupied, I love them to the end. Might be absurd, but I'm not sure that I'm a friend of them. I'll make amends, but can't pretend to love my fake friends. These friends I know drink alcohol and call me an old soul. An argument or some comment hurts more than they know. I'm back again pretending I don't hate my fake friends. Take what you want, take what you need. Say we'll never get any better. What a relief. Time to tear off the band-aid, admit it. We're fake friends. I love my fake friends. I hate my fake friends. They don't love anyone, they don't love me.
Fake Friends is a real barn burner.
Fake Friends was about friends of yours who drink a little bit and then say something hurtful to you, but it's under the pretense of, yeah, but I was drunk, so I didn't really mean it. I think that people who drink and say things, they do mean it. I think that it's like they're more honest, and it's no excuse to treat people like that just because you've had one too many Miller Lights.
It's also my tribute to Block Party, who is my favorite. Russell from Block Party is my favorite indie rock guitar player. And it's, I went and saw Block Party on our last tour, and they still have it, and they still inspire me, and getting chills thinking about it. So I'm just trying to channel my personal British indie in this song.
For me, it's kind of like one of our most pure rock songs. So you get to drop in at high gear and then it only goes higher.
Give it up for Lewis Wu.
He can like finger pick, and he's a chords guy and a theory guy. He's actually so much better at music than me.
We're fake friends. I love my fake friends. I hate my fake friends. And they don't love anyone, they don't love me. My bad feelings are such a bore. My hurt feelings are such a snore.
Kevy.
I think as musicians, especially kind of, percussionists and rhythm sections, you really want to put yourself in a room with someone who's, going to be prolific as a writer. And his writing chops are deep.
I was sharing a studio with Chad Kroeger from Nickelback briefly. He also co-owns the label that we're on. He said he doesn't bother picking up an instrument unless he has a great title, because the title will lead you in the direction of a topic, which will lead you into a direction of a chord progression and a feel. And ever since he told me that, I've been writing that way.
Most of the songs start with him. He writes with other artists as well. He's a producer. He's recently had like a #1 on Billboard with another artist. It's called Low. It's with Fionn. They're two sisters. They performed on our song Wake Up, which we're performing.
Dreaming like this, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna get up, get up. Dreaming like this, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up. Close your eyes.
Wake Up is, I love the Gorillaz, and I love Portugal the Man, and I love the Cardigans. So what if they all did a song together? And then this band I produced called Fionn, I had them sing on it because I wanted the chorus to sound like this song by Justice, where it's like a children's choir. So that was a conceptual one. Sometimes, like, to get excited about an idea or a song, it has to be that conceptual for me, where I'm like, I would love to hear a song like that. So I'll just make it myself.
I remember you like a symphony. Told me things not to repeat. Describing them so vividly. So sweet to go back to the place with no gravity. It's so nice to be here with you, even in a fantasy. Oh.
What's fun for me is, because I produce music for us, but I also make music for other artists and bands. And I do have like ideas like daily. Kind of all my heroes do. I feel like everyone I look up to and I'm a fan of just constantly have basically like an open faucet of ideas. And so I just try to like nurture that and be open to it. I will record song ideas. I'll get them to a point where it would be fun to have other people's ideas on it. And then that's when these guys come in. It's interesting, like when I first started playing in rock bands, I would just like write riffs, and then we'd in that band we would like jam them. And now I'm more inspired by lyrics and melodies and an overall concept, so I wouldn't bother showing something to these guys unless I had that already.
Tell me, son of a gun. If I gotta be the one to apologize. She's so awful when she's mean. She's so kind when she's asleep. She'd take a bullet for me. At least she said she would. Hold my breath till I pass out. Hope it's all fixed in the morning. Hope it's all fixed in the morning. Hold my breath till I pass out. Hope it's all fixed in the morning.
I'm very lucky to be able to record, and especially with this band, we have that musical chemistry.
It's just so easy. Sometimes you almost like question, was that even good? I do. I don't know if they do, because I think both of them are a bit more like self-assured. They're like, yeah, it was great. And then I'm like, should we do it again? And they're like, no, I like that one. That was cool. And I'm like, all right.
Find a way to call me a monster. Hey, you, what did I do? You don't need any proof to call me a monster. Call me a son of a gun. If I gotta be the one to apologize. She's so awful when she's mean. She's so kind when she's asleep. She'd take a bullet for me. At least she said she would.
After the break, find out more about Fake Shark.
Bored of my own reflection. What do my thoughts used to be so accurate? Whatever doesn't make us stronger kills us even quicker than a bullet. There's nothing really to do, no one really to see. Guess I drowned on my witches. There's no one left to talk to, no one to turn to. I burned all my bridges. Hey, oh, no place to go, nowhere to go home. Hey, oh, nowhere to go, but one thing I know. Hey, oh, no place to go, with nothing to show for it. Hey, oh, nowhere to go, with no one I know.
Summer is a song about the summer when it's bummer.
It was cool. Our label, we just had a top 10 hit song. And so I asked our label, can we write our next album in a mansion? Can we go rent a mansion and turn it into a studio? And thinking they'd be like, no. And they said yes. So we got to rent a mansion for a week and write an album in it. And
I said, I really want to do this song that has like a floor tom beat to it, kind of like a punky floor tom vibe. 2 days later, this is what I'm thinking. He's like, okay, cool. And he pulls out his bass. Kevy is a fantastic bass player. And he starts playing this bass line, and it just was like, boom.
Hey, oh, no place to go with nothing to show for it. Hey, oh, nowhere to go with no one I know. Yeah.
What I love about Canada is they offer, like South Korea, a lot of grants to the arts.
I know how much Canadian music crosses a border, if it's either Justin Bieber or The Weeknd or Shania Twain. But yeah, I say the biggest challenge is definitely just the paperwork.
If you get caught sneaking across to play a show for $500, $200, $50, like anything more than zero, that is 5-year entry ban for every person involved.
Oh, nowhere to go, but one thing I know is hey, oh, no place to go with nothing to show for. Hey.
That said, we absolutely love being in America. The hurdles were so worth it. We did a full East Coast tour earlier this year.
we've been pretty fortunate to get to play in front of a lot of cool people and a lot of cool places.
Canada is a big country and it's not as robust and populated. So, you know, when you're driving across the prairies 8 hours to the next gig, it's a different than going from, you know, Boston to Philly.
Since then, we've been playing in Seattle once a month, every month at the Central, which we are going to continue to do until we renew our visa or we book something else. We have an American booking agent, and we have fans here that have known about us for so long. And we found that all through the East Coast of America when we toured, and every city and every state, we had fans, and we were like so surprised, you know? Like we thought we were that Canadian band that all those people when I was a kid would be like, who the hell is that? But turns out there was some cross connection.
Maybe I don't want your advice, maybe I've been too nice, maybe I've been too polite, maybe I don't want to fight, or maybe I might, maybe that's true, maybe I've got no clue, and maybe I've been used, maybe I've been a little rude, maybe I'm in a bad mood, or maybe I'm confused, so I'll pack up my troubles and I'll deal with them later, talking here I feel like a complainer. So make bad jokes and you don't like my humor. Get real quiet and I feel like a loser.
Loser is maybe my favorite, most intimate song I've ever written. It's about feeling big-timed by people. I've been in a position to have worked on a lot of things with people who then became very big and very famous. You realize how transactional that can be when you think you've got a friend for life, and then you just stop hearing from them.
It's been the song that I think most people have connected with. I run into people sometimes that I haven't seen in years, and they're like, how you doing, Alex? I'm like, yeah, good. And it's like, what are you doing? You still playing music? Yeah, I'm playing music. And you'll say, well, who are you playing with? Oh, Fake Shark. They'll be like, you playing Fake Shark? You played the song Loser? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, well, that's on my playlist, man. Kind of in short and sweet of it, it was such a easy song to write because it was just the timing, creativity with the right people in the room. It wasn't overthought. It was just all the kind of creative juices in the right place at the right time.
Thank you so much. We're Fake Shark.
Thanks for watching. To watch more, go to bandinseattle.com. Brought to you by the Central Saloon and Ted Brown Music.